here we are. I think I'm more nervous about this than I am my singing video that I posted. But here we are, y'all. It is time for the makeup series to begin. The Sanders Sides makeup series is upon us. I finally broke down and said, I'm starting this. I'm doing it. Here we go. So, I'm not going to get into a whole lot of detail about Sanders Sides in the video because I've got all that in the description, so check all that out below. But Sanders Sides is a wonderful YouTube series created by the Thomas Sanders, along with some of his friends and co-writers that just have written this wonderful series that helps a lot of us deal with mental health issues. It's kind of what this has turned into. And it's just a wonderful, funny series. Makes you laugh, it makes you cry, makes you think. It's just so good, and it has become like my favorite thing on YouTube. So, and I just want to combine my love of makeup and my love of Sanders Sides and create this series. And like I said in my first video where I'm singing, sharing one of my other passions, music, I want to share my passions with you, and that involves a lot more than makeup. It involves a lot more than singing. There's a lot of stuff that makes up me, and so I want to share that with you. But I'm combining two of them today. But this video series, Sanders Sides, has 6 different characters so far. Well, technically 7 characters. But what I want to do is create makeup looks based off of each of the characters. A lot of it may incorporate their color scheme because each one has a different color associated with them. It may have to do like with their personality because they are all aspects of Thomas's personality. So you've got morality, you've got logic, and all these other characters who have names. But the first one I wanted to do is Patton, Thomas's morality. He is the character that I most identify with, and even though these are all aspects of one person's personality, each of them are their own character, and each of them have their own things, and I identify the most with Patton. He is the morality. I'm not saying that I try to be moral. I try to, to do what God has asked me to do, and try to do the right thing all the time. Not that happens, but who does the right thing all the time? Okay, edit that out, future Marianne. I have no idea what I'm doing, filming or editing. This is like my first kind of YouTube video that has to be edited and all that good stuff. So you may get the whole thing as is. There may be a blooper reel later. Who knows? But Patton is definitely my favorite. I identify with him the most. He's goofy and lovable, loves dad jokes, loves cats, even though he's allergic. But I just love Patton. And if you can ask anybody else in the Fander family, and they'll tell that knows me and has been around me, at least online, been around me, will tell you, yeah, she's Patton. So that's what I wanted to start this off with. Patton, like I said, is morality. He, to me, represents a lot of innocence as well. He's not as worldly, and knows a lot of, like I said, he's just innocent. He just portrays innocence to me. And so that's kind of where this look is going. It's going to be very simple. Just we're starting, as you can see from this wonderful mug here, we are starting from the very beginning, including primer, foundation, all of it. But it will be really simple, and this would be actually a good look for every day. In fact, I wore this same look the other day. I was testing it out and just trying it out, and it was just real simple. It's going to be one eyeshadow color, and the rest of it is just your basics. So foundation, your eyebrows if you need eyebrow help like I do, and that is pretty much it. So let's get this going. Okay, like I said, we are going to start from the very beginning, and with any makeup application, it is a crime not to prime. So I am using primer today. I'm going to put a link to where you can get all of these products in the description below. It's really important to read that description if you want to know anything behind this. But this is Touch Glorious Primer from Unique. All of the products are unique products. Unique, the brand. They are unique as in like one of a kind products too. But I love this. It just takes one pump, and it's like a kind of silicone based primer. And I just like to rub that in. It's so funny. I do live videos on Facebook too, and for some reason I am nervous about like filming and editing a video. I think I'd much rather do a live, but we're gonna see how this goes. I'm just gonna pretend it's a live video and just work around it. But I just like to get all that, and I put it everywhere, and I get it on my eyelids too, and just really like to kind of work that in. What this does is help protect your skin from makeup that you put on it. It also kind of helps even out the canvas of your face. It also helps makeup to last longer, and to, if it's a color product, help it to be more vibrant so that you can see it better, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna give that a few minutes to well, not a few minutes, because I'm not wasting y'all's time sitting here watching grass grow and watching primer soak in. But and I don't let it sit too long. I was trying to decide earlier what foundation I wanted to use, and because this is Patton, and I'm thinking we need a more of a easy go-to kind of look, and also kind of, you know, like I said before, to portray that innocence, let us use a tinted moisturizer. Basically is what this is. This is BB cream. My shade is the color Bisque, because I am one pale looking girl. But like I said, this is a tinted moisture. It's I would think of it more like a BB cream or a CC cream. I mean, you definitely have a little bit of coverage, but it is a light coverage, which now there obviously will need some more coverage, but we have, actually, you know what, I probably don't think I'm going to even do a whole lot more coverage than that. But I like using BB cream because I can just rub it in like a lotion, and I don't have to be precise with it like you have, you know, and see, it just kind of evens out your skin tone. So it still looks like skin, and you don't have a whole like 12-inch thick layer of makeup on your face. And on top of that, it's really moisturizing, which is especially wonderful as this is being filmed in the winter months. And my skin, as a lot of people's is really dry. So this is wonderful to help combat that. See, you can still see, you know, some imperfections in my skin, but they are toned down, and I just look like my complexion is evened out, which I love, especially for Patton. For some reason, I just fresh-faced, kind of, it makes me think of that. So what I always like to work on next is my brows, because I hate looking at them in their natural state. I have thick brows, but except for right up in the front. But I have a tool to fix that. Yes, I do. And it is, I use a brow powder. This very well loved brow kit. But doing brows is really easy for me. It took me a while to learn it and to get used to it. But once I did, I've got the routine down, and it's you're basically just drawing in and outlining. I use this angled brush, and what I do is just dip into my brow powder color, and I'm going to use so if I'm looking this way, I am using make sure y'all can see that, but make sure, to make sure that it's really hard doing makeup in a camera, especially a phone camera. So, all right, I always just take, after I've dipped my brush into my color, I always take it from the inside corner of my eye and go straight up and kind of stamp a line to start off with, like where that part of my brows will be. And then I go through and start at the nose, go through the iris of my pupil, and kind of figure out where my widow's peak, and not my widow's peak, really, Marianne, where the eyebrow arch is going to be, which is about right there, right at the tippy top. And I kind of mark that too. You can see I don't always do that because I know kind of where my arch is. So, and then to know where your eyebrow should end, which mine kind of naturally does, but if you didn't, if your eyebrows, are short this way, what you can do is line up, start with your nose, line it up with the outside corner of your eye, and then your eyebrow should end right about in there, which mine already do, so I don't have to really mark that. And then from there, guess what you do? You connect the dots. The next thing you do is just line up the top of that line with the top of the line you did for your arch. And don't worry, this looks cray-cray right now, but you can blend it. It's okay to blend. In fact, I encourage blending. And then you just take it and kind of tail it down to where your eyebrow should end. And then you do the same thing on the bottom. I kind of do a light line on the bottom. I'm not as I'm not as cuckoo with my bottom. And just get that tail. And then from there, because I need so much filling in right here, that's where I focus my time and energy on. And I just bleep, 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 bleep. Okay. In the inner part, I like to go up to kind of mimic those hairs at the beginning of your brow that go straight up instead of over. And then the rest of them, just fill in, fill in, fill in. And I'm not one of those that has to have perfect brows. In fact, obviously, my brows need some work, some tweezing, and they just need grooming, to be completely honest with you. But that is essentially my brow. And how I do that. I am going to go off camera and do this one really quick, and then I will be right back. Okay, y'all, I am back, and kind of looking like Groucho Marx right now, but once the whole rest of the look goes on, it's not quite as bad. I keep reminding myself of that, but I do have my other eyebrow down, and we are ready to move on. And the next is the eyeshadow look, which is really, it's going to be really simple, y'all. It's going to be two colors, and honestly, just one like main color. The other color is kind of what I call like a background color, if that makes any sense. The first color is going to be kind of just to add dimension to your eye, so it's not just one flat looking thing. Let me find. I'm using this palette right here. Some really pretty, and you can imagine, I bet you can just about guess which color is going to be Patton's main color. Maybe around in here somewhere, But anyway, let's see if you can get it right before. But first of all, before we even get to that part, I'm just, like I said, this is two colors, two steps, really easy eyeshadow look. I always like to start off doing my crease color, which your crease is like basically the middle part of the space between your eyebrow and your eyelashes. So like where when you open your eye, where the eyelid goes back into, where you can feel that bone right there, that's your crease. And that's where we're going to put the first shadow. I always like to use like a warm brown color, which right today I'm going to use this one right. What is on my brush? Okay. I have no idea, a piece of fuzz on my brush. Anyway, back to the thing at hand. This color right here in this palette, which is called, no, wrong one. This one right here, which is actually called Brave, which I love the name of these colors. But I like that brown tone. And what this does is it just adds a little bit of depth and dimension to your look without going cuckoo crazy. But I just take a fluffy brush and I kind of dab on first a little bit. Different days I do different stuff. See, it looks like crazy right now. But then I just do windshield wiper motions back and forth. And blend till you can't blend no more. Because Brave is actually a little darker than I like to use sometimes, but just for this, it works. And I do blend it really, really, like a lot. In fact, I think I'm going to fast forward through this. So you hear me talking crazy and going really fast, and that's what's going on. So y'all don't have to listen, or not. I may just leave this in and let y'all see me be crazy. And I'm going to do just one eye, talking to y'all, and clean up a little bit, and then do the other eye off camera, so you don't have to watch this twice. But that's basically what I do, and just kind of blend it out. I may have to clean that up a little bit more, but that's essentially it. But next is the Patton color, which I am so excited about. And of all things, a good moral trait to have is honesty, and that is the name of this color right here. It is a kind of a light shimmery greenish blue, but it's blue, bluish green. It's got a little bit of a green tint to it, but more blue. But I love it, and it's a good color name for Patton. So, but I'm just going to take that and pat that on the lid, and guess what, y'all? This is going to be it. So, I'll just take a shadow brush and go from lashes to my crease, and just pat it on. Pat it on. Love it. So there you go, y'all. Very Patton. I am, because this is going way darker than I want it to. I'm going to clean this up and do the other eye off camera, and I'll be back in just a few minutes for the rest of the look. Okay, y'all. Got everything fixed up over here. Just a tip. When you are doing your crease color and doing the windshield wiper motions, don't do like I did and go all the way into the inner corner. That's kind of what I did, and do not do that. So I just kind of cleaned up right in here in the inner corner where I got that color, and just lightened this up as well. I just really went heavy-handed with it, and I did not want to. That happens sometimes. So, but there's always a way to fix things, y'all. So do not worry when you mess up, because it's okay. It's totally okay. It's makeup. I don't know why I'm whispering. Why am I whispering? Oh well. But we are going to finish up this eye look. We're not quite finished with the whole look. We're going to finish up the eye look with some mascara, and I'm using my favorite Epic mascara right here. It really is epic. So I am going to borrow a mirror here. Don't mind my janky mirror there. You didn't see much. But I love this stuff. It just makes my eye. Now I have long eyelashes, but they don't, you can't really tell just looking at me when I don't have mascara on. They're long, but they stick straight out. And what I love about this mascara is it helps kind of keep my lashes curl. You know, they like help my lashes obviously stick up, and they keep them that way. So just love this stuff. But anyway, y'all know how to put on mascara, so I'm gonna kind of, y'all can kind of see how I do things. I like to start at the base and kind of wiggle my way up the lashes, and just do that kind of all the way across. You know, make sure you want to get all of your lashes, girls. Don't leave any of these babies out. And then I actually like to take the wand and start at the base of the lashes and twirl the mascara wand. See, I don't know, can you see? Yeah, you can see how I'm kind of twirling the wand and going up the lashes. It really helps get the product on there, and it helps push the lashes up too. So I'm going to stop right here so y'all can see the difference. Okay. No mascara. Mascara. And when I look up, I mean, check out these lashes. This like just blows my mind how good this mascara is. And because you know, have that mascara thing that happens to everybody. I want to show y'all a trick with that too. But I'm going to give this a few minutes to dry. Before we do that, I'm going to go off camera again, do the other eye, and then I want to show you this trick, and then we're going to finish the look. It's going to be completely done with the next one. Okay, y'all, we are back. I told y'all I would show you how, like when you have that line, or if you get mascara up, like sometimes I'll get it up here, but today it looks like we're just focused right here at the base of my lashes, which is a good thing. But I don't quite like that eyeliner look. It doesn't work really well. But here's what you do. You take a spoolie, which is one of, I don't know how well y'all can see that. Oh, I feel like a makeup guru now. But one of these brushes, they're called spoolies, but they're like basically eyebrow brushes. And what you do is you just take it and lightly, and watch this not work, but we'll see. You just take it and kind of lightly brush across where that mascara landed. And it won't get completely rid of it. Well, it could, but I mean, it will also get rid of your, eyeshadow if you do it too harshly. Now, I do very, very light swipes. Just enough to get, but see, all gone. Love it. Okay, let us finish up the look. We're going to complete the look with some blush. And then we will cut to the lips. So, except I just realized, and I'm just going to do full confession here. I realized I left, I did not leave a lip color. I thought I didn't have any lip color here with me, you know, really prepared for my first makeup video. No. We got it. We are good to go. I've got some lips too. So we're just going to finish this in this last take here with some blush and some lips. And we'll be done. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe my first makeup video is over. Almost over. This is crazy. So let's go on with the lips. I actually am a little flushed today, so I'm not leaving a whole lot of blush. But again, back to the whole innocence thing. You know, having a little bit of blush. I used to not always like wearing blush. I don't know. I just didn't want to make myself look like a clown. But adding a little flush to your cheeks kind of gives you a youthful glow. It helps, you know, just helps you make you look alive. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I don't know. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? So anyway, I'm using this blush right here. This is the color Spirited. This was actually a limited edition, but there's some very similar to this that you can find. but something similar to this color right here, or whatever your favorite blush color is if you have one. It can be a more of a peach tone, a pink tone, whatever you like, you do you, boo. So, but this is my favorite. And I just take that and I don't go heavy on the blush. It's just boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. And kind of blend up in little tiny circles and go up on each side, and you're done. I like to put a little extra on the apples on the apples of your cheeks. So like when you smile, there's the poofy part, those are called the apples, and I just like to put a little extra right there. And guess what, we just got the lips to go. So here we go. Now, there are a ton of lip products, but this one in particular I like for Patton because it's pink and shiny. And it just makes me think of innocence, and I keep on saying innocence. Like, how many times I need to figure out how to put like an innocence counter on here, because I've said that a bunch. But this is just very, like, the girl version of Patton, I think, this would be their favorite lipstick right here. This is the color Ritzy, and it's just a shiny pink bubblegum yummy. Well, not yummy. You don't want to eat your lipstick, but you know what I mean. Okay. I just put it straight down. I don't use, I very rarely use liner. I probably should. Now, this is one thing I do have is lips. So I don't have thin lips at all, but or at least a thin. I don't have a thin bottom lip, but this completes the look, y'all. I had fun. I was nervous as I'll get out, and I'm just, this editing part's gonna be different because I've never done it before. But hey, you know, it's always good to try something new. I love y'all. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. And guess what, y'all? There are more characters and more makeup looks to go. So I hope y'all stick around and watch the rest too. Let me know in the comments okay, Fanders, listen up here. Let me know in the comments below which character you want to see me do next. So we've got Logan, we've got Roman, we got Virgil, and Deceit, and Remus. Which one do you want to see next? So let me know. Love y'all.